We are going to make a poultice today. Now I'm going to do this with eucalyptus, but a lot of herbs you can make a poultice with for several different things. Anything from cuts or scrapes, facials. This one is for joint pains and, aches and pains and congestion, chest congestion. So I thought I would do that. Being that I'm doing this in spring, I will probably use some. Also, too, onions you can make a poultice with. Take like 3 onions and crush them all up and make a poultice on your chest. Mix it with like a clay, or you could probably even do flour for that matter, mixing it with that if you didn't have clay on hand. But you can do all kinds of fresh herbs like comfrey, calendula, chamomile, rosemary, and vegetables like onions and potatoes. I heard potatoes, if you put it on a wart, it'll get rid of it. And there's just so many different things, old ways that people used to do things. Poultice was one of the original ways. I remember way back when I was like probably 4 or 5 years old, and my cousins, my family, my aunts and uncles, we all went to Rock Springs in Florida, and that was like one of our little summer trips for a few years in a row. And one year there was a huge bee following all of us, and I'm running, me and my cousins are screaming, running, and of course, who gets bit by the bee? Me. I got bit by the bee. So my dad chewed tobacco, and first thing he did was, I guess he got the stinger out, maybe, or he put that tobacco on that sting, and it drew all the poison out. So, there's just all kinds of old ways to do things. Yeah, that might sound gross to y'all, but hey, I was appreciative for that tobacco on my arm at that time. So let me show you how we're going to do it. With this type of thing, you're going to need mortar and pestle. This is actually mine. I've had this poor little thing for 30 years, but it still looks almost new. I'm going to add the eucalyptus. And I'm going to crush it in my mortar and pestle, with my mortar and pestle. And like I said, with this, you can put it, I don't know if I'm going to use all of it. I'll probably just use part of it there. Otherwise, I'll be crushing forever there, and y'all will get tired of watching me. But you just crush it up. 5 months later, we are still about at the point that we were. So I think that this is good enough, though. Now, with a poultice, you can add water, herbal tea, milk, honey, olive oil is what I'm going to add today, coconut oil, anything like that, because what you're going to want to do is create a paste. So I'm going to pour this into the bowl, and I'm going to put, and you want just enough to where you can work with it some. But it keeps it together. And I'm squishing and I'm squishing, and I've got messy hands. It can be messy. And you know what I told myself? I said, don't forget to bring the paper towel. And I forgot to bring the paper towel, so I'm going to just excuse myself for one little second. You don't have to turn it off. I'm going to excuse myself because it's right here. There we go. Whoops. I knocked over all the paper towels. But yeah, we got it. Smells pretty good. Smells like it's going to work wonders. And what you do is you take that, you should probably add a little bit more to it, but being I'm so messy, I think I'm going to leave it at this. And you just take what you need. You can put it on your chest. You can put it on, for congestion, and, draw that. It draws it out. And then, like for pain, if your knee hurts or something like that, put a little bit of it on your knee and take gulls. These are small gulls, but they've got them in all sizes. So you probably want something bigger. This is all I happen to have. But you will want to, wrap that around, keep it there. And you can change that out every few hours or once a day, something like that if you wanted to. And just so many different things you can do with this and making them. And I think that is probably it, but I would go more powdery, keep doing that for a while. It's just, I don't want to make a huge mess right now, because right now this is what that looks like. So you would want to do it a little bit better than what I did here. Have it crushed finer, have it more together, more, to where it's more like a clay type, paste, like paste, let's say that. So that is it for the poultice. And we'll go each time, we'll go together. Also, you will also want to make sure that you have enough, make sure you're not allergic to it. But if you've done what I've done, you will know whether or not that's going to affect your skin. And so far, so good. Isn't that beautiful? Now, after this, we are going to go into our herb series again, and I will always refer you back to this video and the one I just did on tinctures whenever I talk about them. So I won't have to show you each time how to do this. And the next herb that we are going to be talking about is astragalus.